Hello, it's the Art Monarch here, and today I'm filling 2 pages in 2 different styles, or at least that's what I attempted to do. And the first page is an abstract machine drawing. These are just doodles, which didn't really turn out that great, honestly. The main reason, I think, is because of the page, okay? Some of the pages in the sketchbook are just kind of... The page, I don't know what it is about how it was made, but it's not completely even. Some of the paper is just bumpy in some spots, and I had an issue with that. But it could also be with the pen that I was using. I was using a 005. But maybe not. I really just think it has to do with the page, which is why I wasn't comfortable with the machine doodles. But the second page was a little bit better. I made an eye of Cthulhu and some weird eyelashes, swirly bits, and turned it into a tattoo almost. But yeah, the first page, I started out with a 005 micron and then noticed that I'm not really liking this, so I went down to a 003. And then it got a little bit better, but by the time that I switched over to a different pen, I made a bad drawing, and I moved on. I just, throw it to the side, turn the page, okay? So I tried drawing in 2 different styles, which really, they're not so different because they're both abstract, right? The machine drawings have no clear definition of what they are. It's just a bunch of parts and bolts, shapes, circles, all put together. And I make a lot of these doodles, and some of them are good, but this one is on the more worse side of what I usually do. But I like the eyeball that I made. I've been drawing a few eyes, okay? I've been trying to work on that. So, for the next page, for the next drawing, I'll probably make some more facial features, maybe noses. Maybe I'll just draw noses or ears. I really do. It is kind of annoying. The sketchbook, some of the pages have not like huge bumps on them, but this isn't a Moleskine sketchbook, by the way. This is a, I don't know what it is, okay? You don't need to know. Or maybe you do, so you don't get this sketchbook. But I don't know what, I forgot what this is called, but I'm going to stick with Moleskine sketchbooks, okay? But anyways, a little bumpy on the page. It's just inconsistent with the line that I'm putting down. Sometimes I start out with a line, it starts out skinny, and then as I move the nib across the page, the ink gets thicker. So it's not a very consistent line. That's why this drawing didn't turn out good, okay? That's my excuse. But mainly just because, I don't know, sometimes it just feels weird when I'm drawing. I'm like, it just feels weird. But the second page I got more comfortable. Halfway through the sketchbook, and I'd say it's a pretty good sketchbook. I mean, there are a few pages left undone, but that's mainly because the pages are not good, okay? It's the page's fault, okay? Look, it's not my fault that the drawings are bad. It's the sketchbook's fault, right? Blame it on the sketchbook. That's what I'm going to do from now on, okay? Bad drawing, hey, it's not my fault. It's the page's fault, okay? It's not really the pen's fault. The pens that I got are from 2 or 3 days ago are brand new, so that's not an issue. Anyways, I'm going to stop complaining about this sketchbook. It's not bad. It's not a terrible sketchbook. But anyways, okay, I'm going to stop talking about that. I like the eye. And what I'll do next is draw some more facial features and bodies. Characters, I think I really want to work on that this month and putting those ideas together. Drawing hats. I'm going to be drawing a lot of cyberpunk construction crews making fish tanks, aquariums, and maybe even human tanks where you have people that are sleeping inside of them and maybe even hibernating for the next 350 years or something like that. Yeah, I just got a good image in my head. I got a good image in my head of people in tanks, sort of like the Matrix. That scene in the Matrix where there's a bunch of people all in those tanks that are thousands of feet tall with, I don't know, millions of people inside of them. Maybe I'll draw something like that. But pretty simple drawings for today. Nothing too good, really. Because it's the sketchbook's fault, okay? It's not my fault. I'm not sure if there's some kind of way to test the page before I start drawing on it. I mean, I'm going to use the page, even if it's messed up, but if I'm making a fine drawing with thin lines, I want it to be consistent. And that's why I use a piece of paper. If you notice, sometimes under the hand that I'm drawing with, I have a folded piece of cardstock paper that I put over the page so I don't have my fingerprints, and also if it's hot, I don't want the oils from my skin going onto the page because it ruins the ink that goes on there. Look, being an artist isn't as easy as you think it is, okay? I'm gonna have to replace my hand or something, get a mechanical one with artificial intelligence implemented. But anyways, it's the sketchbook's fault. It's not mine, okay? Leave me alone.